Honestly, you don't even need 10,000 subscribers or followers to make money online. And that's the real tea. Hey, happy Vlogmas. So in this clip, I wanted to do a quick voiceover to explain to you guys what I was doing here because I thought it'd be helpful for aspiring influencers, creators, or current influencer creators. So I have an invoice template that I use when brands, one, request it, or when I notice that they are slow on payment and like to give a little push. So I use that invoice template, which I'm doing here for my Visit Meridian trip. I'm including not only the deliverables, but as well as any expenses that they allowed me to charge them for. So I was allowed to charge them for the gas that I use in my car to and from the trip. So that was helpful, as well as I provide the links to the content that I provided for them and double check the hashtags to make sure everything was in order there. So that's just kind of what I'm doing, and also updating my spreadsheet and letting my campaign manager know everything going on and having her do anything else that I didn't have time to do. So quick update.
So now, what are the 3 steps, pillars, elements of having this?
Not necessarily like a pitch process, but when you're creating your content, it's of course the scheduling and all that, but that could be in the brand. But like the content strategy is with the brand you want to work with in mind. So I think my thing is I've set up my content where I really don't have to pitch much. Ooh, yeah, because I rarely pitch. They just, I don't know, it's just like right place, right time. And I've been doing the same thing. It's really hard for brands to find you just because, not that your content isn't good, it's just that it's so saturated, quote unquote. Ooh, okay, I see where we're going with this.
Those are just a couple things I came up with, but you see what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, yes, because that's great, because it's the whole thing about influencer marketing that just blows my mind is you want me to take the same photo I was already going to take, but you're going to pay me for it? Mm-hmm. Right, okay. It feels great. Oh my God, I'm a real entrepreneur. That is so good.
Make sure it's not, trademarked or anything.
Oh yeah.
So you don't get
jacked. I'm gonna look
if it is, then ideally you can just change it around a little bit. Like
that is so good. I'm gonna send that to my trademark attorney because I ain't got time to add shit else to my list. She's the GOAT. Whew, okay, y'all, so why is the lighting so bad? Anyway, so today I was intending on doing like a how I stay organized kind of video, which I am still gonna do for you guys. Ignore the box. This is my tucked in needle box I need to throw out. But I had a master class the same time as my call with Tatiana, and I had to get on this call, and I'm glad I got on this call today. Cause yeah, but next week we also have to get on a call, but on Tuesday they're at work, so I don't miss the last master class day. I didn't want to miss today, but life is pulling me in multiple directions. So I was working on a website all day this morning for an organization, so that's why I hadn't really checked in. But I do want to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about how I stay organized, how I keep my life together, barely. But my pro tip really is having a Google Drive. Like, I love my Google Drive. I put everything in my Google Drive. If it wasn't for my Google Drive, I don't know where I'd be. But I do want to go a little bit more deeper and show you guys kind of exactly what I mean. I'm actually revamping my content calendar to add all my social media platforms. Right now, I have one main content calendar. Of course, I use like my Google Calendar and things like that. But I do have one main content calendar that I put my YouTube content in, and it helps so much. So I'm actually going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. I'm going to show you guys September's schedule. So let me show you guys what it looks like. I guess I could do like a screen record, but if it doesn't focus, there we are. So here is my September schedule. As you see, I just simply put the title of the video, and you see October 2, and then I put the date that I want to post it. Is it focusing? I have the date that I'm going to post it. If it was filmed, I just put a check, complete, and then any notes. So like for instance, for this vlog, I knew I wanted to talk about the Influencer Contracts Entrepreneurship Series because it was coming in November. So this is just my basic YouTube content calendar schedule that I just keep up to date when I'm putting the title, all these kind of things. This is just like the bare bone basis. I think this is a great place to start when you want to be consistent, and that was definitely my goal. I wanted to be more consistent on YouTube. I wanted to post more often, so this is what I came up with. So that's just kind of like a basic, easy version for you to do. So if you're trying to be consistent, I highly recommend just setting something up like this. It's in my Google Drive, so then myself as well as my campaign manager can see it, so she can kind of see where I'm going with that. I also have a content ideas spreadsheet where I just have like the ideas. I have the content type, so whether it's a photo or a video or both. Then I have the platform which I'm gonna post, and then I just put like an X if I'm gonna use it. So actually I did that one. So things like that. Also, let's see, what else do I have on here? I also have an Excel spreadsheet of my sponsorships. So I have 20 sponsorships, and then I have it separated in each spreadsheet by the month. So for instance, September collaboration finances, and I put the amount, I put the when they're gonna pay. So then myself as well as my campaign manager knows we need to be on it. We need to make sure the invoice is sent and all those things. So I just have the brand name, the deliverables. So deliverables are your Instagram in-feed posts versus Instagram story frames versus YouTube dedicated video or integrated video. I have the amount that I'm supposed to be paid. I have the date that it needs to be posted. I also have the date that it's supposed to be reviewed. So some companies want you to send the content for a review, and then it's different from the post date, of course, because you send it for a review and then I have to review it and they can give you feedback. And then I have the completed date. So that date is important because that date is going to start your payment deadline date. So a lot of payments with this influencer marketing thing is like net 30, for instance. And even in general, it's kind of, I didn't realize like how common net 30 really is. So I'm sorry with the glare. So net 30, for instance, I look like I'm, yeah, no, we're gonna, I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to deal with these blue light glasses today. Anyway, so net 30, for instance. So if I'm gonna get paid net 30 and my post date was December 1st, that means I won't get paid until 30 days from the 1st. Some companies start the payments timeline from when they receive the invoice. So imagine, I think I mentioned this in another video, but imagine you didn't realize you didn't send your invoice and your 30 days starts then as opposed to December 1st, and now it's December 15th and you're waiting for that check. You gotta read those contracts and make sure you're on it. So we just have it on the spreadsheet, payment due, net 30, and then once I post the date, then I input the date in which the payment will be due by the date, not just net 30, if that makes sense. Then I put whether it's paid or not. So once it's paid, we mark an X. Then I have a note section, of course, just in case there's any additional changes. And in that notes, we also put like swipe up links, hashtags, and things of that nature whenever that is relevant for that collaboration. So that's like a rundown of kind of how I stay organized and keep everybody in the loop. We use Slack, me and my campaign manager, to communicate. Of course, like we have each other's numbers and stuff like that, but we use Slack. That makes it easier, so we can just go on there and everything's in like a channel in a specific group. So we need some specific information, it's in there. Also, what else do I have in my drive? I have my license that I bought for my intro and outro clip in case a brand has a problem with the copyright, or I have a problem with the copyright. I have that license that I bought. I have my invoice template that we can use. I have my Instagram mood board and just generally my brand mood board. I don't know why it says IG mood board. We need to change that. But I have my current PR and affiliate brands that I'm a part of. So right now, since I moved, I need to update them with my new address. I have company or campaign contracts, any admin stuff like login information, address, all that stuff that everyone in the team needs to be a part of. Of course, I have my organization, Kameron Monet LLC structure, all those kind of things. Let me know if this is interesting, if you guys want me to go into more detail about this, but that's pretty much it. But as far as like a day-to-day, my number one thing is my Google Calendar. My Google Calendar, I have several different calendars within Google. So how that works is, let me see if I can show you guys a snippet. I can show you guys like, okay, I can show you guys like October. So this is what my Google Calendar looks like, as y'all see. On my Google Calendar, as you see, there's several different colors. So for instance, I had pink. Pink is Instagram stuff. Let's see if I can do it by the week so it's like less. Pink is Instagram stuff. Dark blue is admin thing. But yeah, I have different calendar colors that correlate with different things. They change every once in a while and I have to add like a few things, but this is generally what I'm working with. That's how I stay organized. Also, when I just need to like write stuff out, I write it on a notebook and then I take those specific things and put them to a specific day on my calendar or on my notes on my, let me see if I can pull it up, on my Apple iPhone notes. So for instance, here, do I have anything personal on here? Editing Cameron here, I did have something personal on there, so I wasn't able to show you guys the notes, but it's just the note section on your iPhone, and then I like to use the circle check marks to list everything and then mark it off when it's done. So that's all I was going to show you guys, but couldn't show y'all all my little business. Okay, let me start by saying if my wig looks crazy, it's because it's barely on. Okay, I just, you know, trying to look presentable. And then sorry about the reflection of my glasses, but I need the blue lights. I've been looking at screens all day. These are from Amazon. I'll link them below. Also, I'm running laundry, the last load, which is my bedding. So sorry if you hear that. I don't feel like moving. I'm in the dining room right now. But anyways, so today was like a business development, behind the scenes, admins, planning kind of day. And tomorrow's going to be a heavy shoot day. So I want to make sure today set me up for a successful content creating day tomorrow, as well as probably Friday, because I haven't created content in a little minute as far as like new Instagram fresh content, not like sponsorship, not like sponsored or campaigns. I've been shooting that and things like that, and I have some in the archive, in the loop. So today I just posted the Pandora shoot campaign. First off, I can't even get it out. Pandora, I love their jewelry, and like it's just such a blessing. So that was really cool to work with them. Tomorrow I'm putting up the Whataburger shoot, which I've already been talking about, so I'm putting that up. That's gonna go live tomorrow on my Instagram. I hate doing back to back, but that's just how it played out this time. So, but tomorrow I wanna shoot some real content, a sit down YouTube video, or I may move that to Friday, but it's just some photos around town, so I can get some just like extra footage for my content bank that we keep on our Google Drive, and I keep in like my Google, or on my photos, and my phone as well as my laptop. So I just like to have extra content, and I haven't taken like fresh photos in a minute, and yeah, it's just about time. So right now I'm just putting all the video footage into my iMovie. I use iMovie to edit, but I'm just gonna do that and talk to you guys. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So first things first, I want to talk about my process on what I do when I get a campaign or a sponsorship, etc. So the first thing I do is I read the brief, and this is skipping the negotiating contract phase. I can talk about that in another video if you guys like to see that, but I get the brief and what the brand provides, and I read through it, and I really understand it. I dissect it. My campaign manager looks at it. We make sure that we know the hashtags and the swipe up links and all those things are in order, so that by the time I create the content, I know whether or not I need to like have the stove on or off, just as an example. So if I'm cooking, let's just say I'm working with like Green Chef, I worked with them, and I'm doing a cooking segment, or I'm taking a picture of me cooking, do I need to have the stove on or off, even if the meal is done? Like little things like that. Sometimes the briefs aren't extremely complete, so I may shoot, get something wrong, and have to reshoot. I hate reshooting, and this is just kind of like a quick contract tip. Make sure you put in there only one reshoot, okay? Because the production process can take so long, especially if you're paying for a photographer, a makeup artist, hairstylists, etc., or even if you're doing it yourself. It just takes up a lot of time, so you want to make sure that you're not reshooting like 8 times. Like that's just too much. It's too much. So just want that in there. But look over the brief, get everything ready, and then I plan the shoot. So I think of location, I think of the outfit and everything else around the shoot. Sometimes we create a mood board. So basically it's just like a collage of photos that embody what we're trying to capture in the campaign or the collaboration. So we create those. Sometimes we send it to the brand, and that's just like an extra little even more tip. Like create a mood board and send it to the brand that you're trying to pitch to, and show them like, hey, this is the content I want to create for you. I plan on doing this, 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 and this. And boom. And a lot of times that sets you aside from somebody else that just sends a blind email but doesn't provide what they intend on providing for the brand, such as the content you intend on creating and exactly the layout of what you intend on creating for them. Because a lot of times that can cut out the guessing game with the brand and you, because they're like, well, what can she provide? What content is she gonna do? And if you can tell them like, hey, this is exactly what I plan on doing, here's the mood board, here's my inspiration, that's gonna make them more likely, I feel like, to respond and things of that nature. But I'm not gonna go into too much detail about that. I will be offering something coming very soon that I've been talking to my business coach about. But yeah, so then I shoot the content. So I usually just like jot down notes of what I want the content to look like. So of course I put the outfit, I try it on beforehand, I test out some different poses. If I'm gonna shoot outside of my house, of course I think of the location, even if it is in-house, and look at my mood board that I created and just go from there. And I shoot the content. I make sure that I check the photos as I'm going. I check the videos as I'm going. I make sure I know what deliverables. I'm crossing all my T's, dotting all my I's. So making sure that I'm getting 2 good Instagram posts if that's what is needed, and then some. So I always undercommit and over deliver. So I want to make sure I'm providing more than what I have committed to, basically. More than what I've contracted to do. And I just think that's just an extra little, I don't know, plus and bonus that you should do when you're working with a company, especially if you're, no, just in general. There's no especially, like, you should always do that. Just provide value, even if it's not a paid content. So like tomorrow, some of the shoot I'm going to be doing is not a sponsorship. I just want to up my content game. I want to provide better quality photos and videos for y'all, and for me too as well, because I just enjoy doing it, and now I have a wee bit more time when it comes to creating content. So I want to make sure that I am continuously progressing with what I'm doing and everything like that. So yeah, that's just like kind of like an inside of what I do. Look at the brief, all that good stuff, and I'm kind of like breezing over. I can go into much more detail in another video. I'm just not sure if that's something you guys are interested in, but if it is, I have all the tea, you guys, because I was just sitting here thinking, and I was like, I really have worked with some like amazing brands. Like I just am so excited, and I have like some dream brands of course I want to work with. I have a list of dream brands that I want to work with, and then I always keep a running list of like the brands I've currently worked with. I should put like a date next to it, yeah, and like a following or something, like my following count. So I was thinking like, dang, you really don't need like 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 followers. Like I don't have either one of those. You don't even need 50,000. You really don't even need honestly, you don't even need 10,000 subscribers or followers to make money online, and that's the real tea. I say, you know, I think it varies, but I would think like 2,000 followers on Instagram and up, you could definitely start charging. Even lower, if brands are reaching out to you and saying, hey, I want to use your content, or can I repost this? You're doing something right. Like, don't let these brands take advantage of you. Like, I need to get that on a shirt or something, because seriously, like, the whole I'll repost this, that's great, especially for exposure, especially in the beginning, but you want to set the tone. Like, as long as y'all tag me, sure, but then now that you have their attention and they have reposted you, use that to your advantage. Keep that post, monitor that post, share that post on your platform, make sure you're getting engagement on their post, so then when you do want to pitch them for a paid opportunity, you can say, hey, thank you so much for reposting me in March 2020. I would absolutely love working with you. Here's my idea for the content. It seems that the engagement was amazing on the post that you reposted. Let's see if we can work out some type of paid collaboration opportunity, if any are available. Or you can ask, do you all have any upcoming paid campaigns or paid opportunities? I would love to be a part of it. I thank you so much again for reposting me. Share the link so they can remember. So a lot of times it's not that brands don't think you have good content or that they don't want to work with you, it's that they don't see you. So it's just, you want to make sure that you're visible, and once you are visible, even if it's just the reposting, you want to capitalize on that in some way. So I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but it's just money out here to be made. You know, we're gonna pray on that. But yeah, so much money out here to be made, and I'm excited to continue to find my area of how I can help in this kind of field. Of course, the contracts thing as a lawyer, but even just being an influencer for so long and not having, you know, a quote unquote large following. I'm a micro influencer. Technically, I think I'm in the micro. Girl, I'll be getting the terms all types of wrong, but having less than 100,000, less than 50,000 followers on Instagram, I charge 4-figure numbers for my posts. So that's just to give you some context of what's going on, and I intend on charging, you know, even more as we progress into 2021. So bring me my check. But you have to think about it like this. Think about it like this. And this is the best way I explain it all the time. If you see me in a shirt and you see someone you don't know in a shirt, you may take a second look at me just because you know me. You know, you're gonna take a second glance, and that second glance should be paid for. Or think about it like this. Brands, they are on commercials, they're on newspapers, they're in magazines, they pay them for advertising. It's the same thing as paying an influencer. You're paying for the exposure, you're paying for the engagement, you're paying for their specific niche target audience, you're paying for that creator's intimate connection and relationship they have with their audience, and a more unique lifestyle, real reality type feel that you're not gonna get by just putting it on a commercial. And everyone's online now. Social media, like, it's crazy. The influencer marketing space is a billion-dollar industry for a reason. People are online. How many times have you been on social media today? Comment below your screen time hours on social media in the comment section, because you would be surprised, if you have an iPhone, you'd be surprised how much you're on social media. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. But seriously, it's so many platforms and they all provide a different something for you. So if you're gonna post about this centerpiece that I got from Home Goods for $13, $12.99, that's $13 all day. I'm gonna post a picture anyway. Why not get paid by Home Goods to promote it if I was gonna post the picture anyways? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not make money from what you're already doing? If that's something you're passionate about, of course. Like, you have to have passion behind it. People can tell when they fake, people can tell when they're genuine. Like, you have to have passion about it. Passion and purpose and plan. Passion, purpose, and plan. Ooh, PPP, okay? But seriously, you have to, or it's not gonna work. And then I just love the creative space, like photos, videos, and all the things. I love it. It's fun. It's great. So yeah, my tangent is over. Today's video, I know I feel like I was just kind of slower, but I'm still getting back into the swing of things and all that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video, and then I'm gonna stay the night at my boyfriend's place. Really? Wow. All the noises are just trying to hold me back. But comment below some questions you guys have about influencer marketing, influencer life, lawyer life, being a lawyer influencer, whatever the case may be. I haven't really talked about law stuff in a while, as far as like a day in the life of a lawyer kind of thing. I might do some of those in morning routine or something, because I have things behind the scenes going on, but some of it I just don't like to talk about too early. So that's kind of why. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I will have other like sit down, kind of actual sit down video, not like this is like vlog sit down, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we're doing. Let me get off of here. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Leave me some comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell if you know, so you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in another video tomorrow, because every day it's a video. I'm loving Vlogmas. Really, it's challenging me to think outside the box. I'm enjoying it. I'm just tired today, really. Just having a tired day. I'm not always on like 1,000. Nah, I am. But today, I'm tired. And I'm looking raggedy, and I feel like getting cute, because tomorrow is gonna be like a long day of cute. So I just want to be raggedy. Y'all know, like when you be cute for so long, you just want to be raggedy. Like, that's what it is. Okay, love you guys. Later.